Hello, my friends. Yeah, sorry for my look. I was sleeping. The breaking news: Trump tackles. Yes, he has announced 2 week ceasefire in the war against Iran. Are those the good news? Of course, they're way better than demolishment of entire civilization. That is what Donald Trump promised today. Well, plans have changed. Well, here we have a neutral social media post from Donald Trump. It is kind of big, but the idea that there were negotiations, after all, happening between United States delegation and the Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Field Marshal Asim Anir of Pakistan, where Donald Trump promised to hold the destructive force that been sent tonight, and definitely B-52 bombers were flying towards Iran. They're U-turning right now by the time I'm filming this video. And here Donald Trump states that Iran agreed to complete immediate and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz should be open immediately. So we're gonna cross-check whether it's like that in the coming, I would say, hours, when all of those crude oil tankers, LNG tankers will start to massively leave the Persian Gulf via the Strait of Hormuz, and others will go in for refueling or re-oiling or regassing. Yeah, I agreed to suspend bombing and attack Iran for a period of 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Donny! A standard freaking 2 weeks period for Donald Trump. He also said that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives, so the war, one more time, has been won by the United States of America and probably by Israel. Well, Israel, I guess, is against that. Before there was the information shared, I think, by CNN, saying that officials from Israeli side are willing to continue the strikes on Iranian territory for the period of at least 1 month. But according to the most recent information, they agreed also for the 2 week ceasefire. And yeah, we're gonna see if the Strait of Hormuz is going to be opening. Yeah, here it's opening. You'll probably not see this word under my image fully, but it was agreed allegedly by Donald Trump. So they need 2 weeks to define agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East. We received 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis, oh my god, on which to negotiate. It is not a proposal, those are demands from Iran. I already mentioned that the 10-piece proposal before in my previous video, where Iran will be like controlling the Strait of Hormuz, and ships will pay fee for Iran, basically $2 million from each vessel. It also includes lifting the sanctions and other concessions from American and Israeli side. Well, at least Iran is not insisting any longer, from what I understood, on the United States of America to leave their bases in the Middle East. It is non-negotiable for the United States, of course. Almost all of the various points of past connection have been agreed between the United States and Iran, but a 2 week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated. And on behalf of the United States of America, as the president also representing countries of the Middle East, somehow it is an honor to have this long-term problem close to resolution. Thank you for... Okay, so they are resolving the problem with the Strait of Hormuz, the problem that started to exist because of the United States action in Iran. So no goals have been achieved really by this special military operation of the United States, rather than demolishment of some of the launchers of Iran, their navy, their military bases, some of the aviation. But regime is there, they're still controlling the Strait of Hormuz, and it's their 10-point peace plan. Donald Trump mentions that even in his statement, that he's not mentioning American plan, a 15-point proposal that was sent to Iranian side before. No, they're speaking only about Iranian demands. And how would you call that? Definitely a humiliation. Iran is achieving its goals because the United States of America, despite all of those threats, is able to do absolutely nothing about Iran. It is too risky to invade Iran for the regime change or to establish the physical control over the Hormuz Strait or those islands. Well, as for me, of course, it is a bad decision, but it is the better from all of the bad decisions Donald Trump could have made. And the worst one, I just mentioned you, the invasion of Iran with the ground forces. Well, the ceasefire is already kind of strange because Israel has announced air raids in Tel Aviv. They say that Iran is launching ballistic missiles on them. And it is happening at the same time as Donald Trump calls that the deal is near to be concluded. All right, and here is kind of the big statement from the National Security Council of Iran of the 2-week ceasefire and negotiation conditions. Part 1 somehow. Well, here it's a little bit propaganda. They say that enemy suffered an undeniable historic and crushing defeat thanks to the pure and scared blood of the martyred leader of Islamic Revolution. Come on. So Iran has achieved a great victory and focused criminal America to accept 10-point plan from Iran. Basically demands America fundamentally commits to guaranteed non-aggression, committing Iran's control over the Strait of Hormuz, so they will keep the control over the Strait of Hormuz. Crazy. But it seems like Donald Trump, for now at least, is okay with that. Accepting enrichment even. They say that they'll still enrich uranium. Oh my god. This war has been started because of the nuclear threat, and still it will be there? Oh my god. Lifting all primary and secondary sanctions, ending all Security Council and Board Governors resolutions, paying compensation for Iran, withdrawing United States combat forces from the region. Well, they were not deployed, ground forces. Or they're speaking still about American bases. I'm quite not concerned, but I'm confused. Yeah, confused, this is the word, with those demands. And I think Iran may change or add some of the points to this 10-point peace plan proposal from their side, because they have, after all, an upper hand here. And Donald Trump tacos, and stopping war at all fronts. Probably they mean what is happening in Lebanon right now, including against the heroic Islamic resistance. Yeah, Lebanon, they mention. So we congratulate the people of Iran with the victory. Well, of course, this is the propaganda, yeah, but the propaganda is coming from both of the sides. Each side proclaims victory. All of the goals for Donald Trump has been achieved, for Ayatollah regime as well. We'll see the outcome in the coming days, but for me, it's still interesting about the Strait of Hormuz and whether it's going to be unblocked right away. According to Donald Trump's statement, it should be done immediately. Immediately, it means first minute of the agreement. And here's the statement of the Foreign Affairs Minister of Iran, where he, for the first time, says about also 15-point proposal plan from the United States. So it looks like that it is still on the table. Yeah, 10-point peace plan from Iran and 15 from the United States. Negotiations are still ongoing, guys. It is hard to conclude everything of that, but the first step, it's kind of encouraging. We'll see. So if attacks against Iran are halted for the period of 2 weeks, safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz will be possible via coordination with Iran's armed forces. This is what is happening now with due consideration of the technical limitations. Okay, so no words about $2 million fee for each vessel, but probably they will accept more vessels out and in. Well, anyways, this is good news, guys. It's better than war is terrible. Peace is good. So we're closer now to peace than to the war escalation. I'm surprised myself because, this rhetorics from the White House administration, the escalation, those strikes were growing and growing, more infrastructure was hit. So I think what we have is actually good. Well, we'll see in the coming days what it's gonna be, because it's very, very hard to agree for both of the sides. So, well, I would say for Israel and Iran, it's difficult to agree. For United States with Taka wants to just exit this stuff. It is way not popular for him, for Republican Party, for the gas prices worldwide, including the United States of America. And the good thing that the focus of the world's attention will be again put on Ukraine in the case of the resolving this war in Iran, at least for some period of time. Because still I'm sure that with Ayatollah regime, Iran will rearm itself after some time and will continue to possess the threat for other countries in the region. So I think that before this special operation, the situation was in a way better than it is right now. And of course, oil goes down. Those are the fantastic news also for us, because Russia will get less funds into its military budget. Great. And I'm sure that tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, we're going to read one more article, for example, from the Financial Times, that someone again manipulated on the stock market right before the Trump's tweet and the 2-week ceasefire agreement. Lebanon officials say that the ceasefire includes Lebanon as well, but Israel continued their military action even this night in Lebanon. Iranian missile launch detected for southern Israel. Maybe it's hard to stop this Iranian machine. They need some time, they're dispersed. There is no like the solo commander for Iran, especially then they were flatlined, many of them. It's hard to control this big army. So maybe tomorrow there will be the ceasefire for real, because for now it looks really fragile with all of those strikes. Israeli source tells Scan News, we were surprised by Trump's decision. We received updates in final moments when everything seems finalized. We are committed to the ceasefire. So it's not their decision. After all, Donald Trump was so scared about his rating, about his remains of the reputation among the MAGA community. Everyone was turning away from him because of this war. You promised no wars, Donnie. You promised that, but you started the one. And he was up to deploy the ground troops. Maybe this scenario is still out there on the table. It depends, guys. As I've told you, everything looks damn fragile right now, so we'll see in the coming days and weeks. Well, at the same time, some of the legacy media like the New York Times say that the China is behind the ceasefire. Real reason for the ceasefire is China. Hard to tell. I haven't read that article from the New York Times yet, just a headline, but maybe, who knows? Yeah, some of the White House official tells to Axios that the ceasefire begins this evening, but we assess that it will take time until the orders reach the field ranks of the Revolutionary Guards. So they estimate that some of the missiles, after all, could be launched by Iran. And everything was hotted up by Donald Trump himself, so Iran was preparing for the massive strike against its neighbors and also Israel this night. So yeah, to cancel that right away, it is kind of hard. Yeah, everything looks so unstable still. Earlier, a few hours ago, Donald Trump was calling for demolishment of civilization, and now we have a peace agreement at the horizon. Nothing was pointing to that conclusion, but we have it. It is kind of interesting, and tomorrow Donald Trump may again surprise us with his new Truth social media tweet saying that, oh, they want to enrich uranium. No, there will be the war. There is a nuclear threat still from Iran. Netanyahu told me that, so we will go full in with the ground forces or something like that. You never know with the United States president. But for now, we have a ceasefire, and I expected that outcome too. And yes, we have the confirmation that Ayatollah himself has approved negotiations with the United States, again via mediators like Pakistan. Guys, in those 2 weeks, I want to look at the real actions coming from the United States of America. First of all, if they continue to send more troops, more of their resources to the Middle East, it means that they will use those 2 weeks to reinforce their group and to push Iran to accept 15-point peace plan proposal with the actual military threat, like you should agree on our demands, otherwise we're gonna invade you with this big army group. But at the same time, Iran for sure will access its blocked munition deep underground in the caves of the mountains. The entrances to those storages were destroyed by the Israeli and American strikes, so they'll use that time for the engineering actions to unblock everything of that and to use their ballistics and drones in case of the potential escalation. So we're at the step 1 of the possible peace. We're not even speaking about the end of the war at this stage. What matters the most are not those tweets, but the military action. If 82nd Airborne returns home and Marines as well, we may tell about the escalation. But if we see more forces coming, we may tell about the potential spiraling the war to the new stage. And we already have a first date and place of negotiations between Iranian and American side, with, of course, mediation effort of Pakistan. It's gonna be on 10th of April in Islamabad. Well, hopefully they'll conclude everything, because that war is not profitable for everyone. And yeah, just right now, while I'm recording this video, Iranian missiles are flying towards Saudi Arabia and Bahrain. Takes some time to stop them, right? And this is Tel Aviv already, cluster munition warhead of ballistic missile. It shows that Iran lost the control over its military and there is no direct, reliable communication with all of the local commanders of RGC. Yeah, we have the warning from UAE, they are under missile and drone attack right now, as well as we have the warning from Saudi Arabia. Alright guys, now it's interesting for me to know your thoughts about the future. In case of the war is over and the United States withdraw the forces, well, not entirely, yeah, they will keep their bases, but withdraw the major forces like air carriers, the troops. So in this case, to show that he is this kind of macho, Donald Trump, would he start a special military operation somewhere in Cuba? Tell me in the comment section, what do you think about that? And will we again hear the stuff about Greenland? Because Donald Trump may proclaim victory. Yeah, we achieved those goals, but everyone understands. Well, not the crazy MAGA cult, but the other people, they see that it's not a victory from the United States. No, it's not even close. So he should, I think, present something. Present that he is the boss here. Yeah, he has a mighty army and he is capable to intimidate someone smaller than Iran in this case. Well, those are just my thoughts. We'll see, of course. But as for this hour, we have what we have, and tomorrow I'm gonna update you with more news coming from the Middle East, but most of all, I'll focus my attention for Ukrainian topic. And also I want to record the video about Orban, because we have also so many news coming about that personality, and I'll dedicate a separate video to that character, I think also tomorrow. And guys, my friends, please support my job on Patreon. The link for it is in the video description right below, or you may do it on membership of the channel by pressing button join. Thank you so much for supporting me and for making my job possible. Also, don't forget to press like to this video and subscribe for the channel. We are on the way to reach 1 million subscribers, hopefully this year. My friends, I wish you all a peaceful sky wherever you are and have a great time.